Okay. So, this week, I'm looking at touching up a couple of rooms on the Stalwart level. And during Nuntar's stream last week, we decided to make a level specifically dedicated to Gentry Eye chain straightening. And, well, I started a rough layout of that level. These are the rooms I made, but they're all a little busy, and if I'm doing a full level, I can split some of these ideas off into other rooms. For instance, I started trying to make the puzzle section of this room into its own thing, but I didn't quite finish that. But yeah, I think I'm going to start here. We've already made a lot of changes, so I'm going to look at the things that aren't quite finished yet. First, I'm going to... now, first off, Blork's already made some changes, so I'm using this version of the level, which isn't in the main hold. But also, I already tried tweaking this one room. So this is Blork's version, and this is my attempt to do something different with it. So, yeah, I'll start by just running through this one. So here we have a speed potion, and there are 3 eyes. And, yeah. This is about how brains don't send monsters towards Stalwarts. And you can also see that this Stalwart here has to turn all the way around. But if we just, but it's not really feasible to get, you know, all of these guys out. And I think I got myself stuck. So yeah, you can see why I thought maybe this needs a little more work. So this is what I tried to do. And I did test this. It is workable. And I should be changing which... Anyway, the idea here is that only one eye is awake at a time. So the Stalwart moves, and that wakes up the next eye. And because of how I set this up, you can get this mirror out after waking up either those eyes. Yeah, it's a lot easier, but yeah. So I'm wondering if maybe I should, take advantage of the setup to make it a little more linchpin focused. And getting this guy is pretty tricky. And yeah, so we do this to keep the eye's attention. And then we have to lead one eye down to that stalwart in the lower left. And we just wait for the eye to come in, and then we move around it. And then it'll go for that stalwart once it doesn't have a path to me. And I can go here, open up the route, and the stalwart kills the eye. So that's my version of it. As you can see, the execution's easier, but you have to wake up eyes to get mirrors out. So, yeah, I don't know if it should have any more work added to it, but I think that's a decent starting point because the difficulty isn't all in the execution. So we can make so we could do trickier things with getting mirrors. But I just thought I'd start by showing that. Right, so another one of these issues is here. And this is basically about how stalwarts and soldiers will not go for bombs, not advance if their weapon would hit a bomb or a keg. Oh, I see. I need to get the mirror out. I forget how to gain time here. Well, you get the idea. I know this is possible, I just can never remember how to do it. Oh, I see. He doesn't want to hit me. And that's how you get out. And that lets you, mess with these lower two, but the area we're specifically looking at is the upper right. Now, basically you pick doors to open, and also you can set off fire traps. Nuntar was specifically concerned about the fact that you don't need to hold the doors. Well, you need to hold two of these, make stable positions, but for this one you don't. And personally, I feel that having all these orbs is just a little busy, and I wonder if there's a way to streamline them. But, well, let's start by trying to enforce something where you need it held down for longer than a single turn, and, well, I guess the easiest way to do that is to just extend this a little. So that each of these is 2 tiles. So, yeah, this is how you do enforce keeping them there, or at least having them turn. Oh, I guess we might need another tile to walk off that, okay. And just for good measure, let's add 9 we need to kill in here. Okay. Well, what sort of details? Right, so each of these orbs corresponds to a door fire trap. So what we need to do is well, we clear kegs out of the way, but since the fire traps don't turn off again, that just alters whether the stalwart has a path. Ah, okay. All right. And, yeah, so this is also a little bit simplistic, since you really just need to make a path that the stalwart will go down, and, well, you know, this is enough. Oh, wait, except I have to open this. So when I go here, and see, when it's just one, you can step off here. But by then, both of these guys have moved. So that's why you need to stop them in place. So I guess it was really only this one that needed to be 2 tiles, but whatever. So yeah, what Nuntar wants is just a way to stop this stalwart. And I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I believe in the previous version, the idea was that he would keep switching his sword back and forth between 2 possibilities, but they were both blocked, so he'd just stay in place. So we could try to set that kind of system up. But, you know, this also just feels like a lot of orbs, so is there So, you know, I wonder if there's a good way to you know, simplify this. And I do have a thought. Maybe we could have you go inside and drop some trapdoors or something. Actually, let me copy this just in case I do something really weird and want to look at how it was. Okay. Alright, so yeah, instead of all these orbs, we're gonna have some trapdoors. And you need a way in. And we'll just, you know, have this be the part you have to use, be your way in. And this prevents pushing that keg in, although that would also prevent this from working, I think. Alright, so get rid of these. Alright, and just a closed door here. So, bombs we can set off. And then trapdoors we can drop to... So, let's see, could we make him have a path? Oh. Alright, let's just add some walls to prevent that. Yep, I should add a trapdoor here too. Alright, and just for testing, because I don't want to go through the whole thing, I'll just add a way out. And I have an idea that might work, and I'm getting, like, I think this will work. Okay, that doesn't work because he doesn't... That doesn't work because he wants to face left. Okay. I might have to tweak things a bit, but let's just see how this goes. Oh, I've got rid of all of the trapdoors so he doesn't have a path. I want to see if I can force him to, if getting him down there will make him turn. Okay, so he turns at that point. Okay. Alright, because he doesn't have to step off there. This is a... Alright, so I'm gonna have to think about this a little more. I mean, I could do this, just to force diagonal stepping. But then again, he could step diagonally here, so... Alright, so if I go this way... But then he's... No, he's actually not blocked. No, he's blocked diagonally when he comes this way. I mean, he's blocked horizontally as well as diagonally. So I need to... Right... No, that wasn't how I wanted to set up these ones. Right. So, yeah, I think there's an idea here that's kind of interesting, but how to set up the part where you make decisions on which bombs to leave around, I'm not sure. Because he's got to have a path, but it has to change. And also, I want to put the plate on the tile where he turns his sword. So let's just have a look at that. Alright, so what we want to do Well, I guess we could do it anywhere, but no. I mean, if we could. If we put it on exactly that tile, then he just needs to turn it once. And also we need, a way to make him go there, but I guess, this works. Right, so a rough idea would be that you have to figure out how. I guess one option would be having multiples, but yeah, but you can only make them go on one for some reason. So you have to figure out which is the right one. Well, it's a little awkward, but I guess it gets the point across. So now the idea is you have to figure out which plate you can get them on for 2 turns, and that should be this one. Yeah. Although that's not very interesting in terms of the bombs, because really it's just the trapdoors. So maybe that's not, the best option. Well, let's see. Oh, but he doesn't go that way. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work either. Although, because we split things up, we can keep a trapdoor there. Oops, dropped too many. No, but it's because he goes north normally. Alright, then let's make it all trapdoor. All. Let's do this, and... No, I think there's an idea here that's starting to work. But I haven't quite... But I'm probably going to have to adjust things a little in terms of the bomb positions. Or, Yeah, I think what I need is to want him to go north. It's to make him want to go north. I don't quite have the details, but I think this is maybe the right idea. You don't need to keep him in place, but you do need to figure out which one you can make him turn on. And I guess we could see if there's one of those already. Not really, because there's no space for moving up or down. Well, what if we could make him go for that one, though? Yeah, okay, I feel like it would be more interesting to work this out later, so let's look at the other couple of rooms. So here, Hunter wanted to add a puzzle, and Blorks tried to do something, but said that this takes advantage of an unintended trick in the old version. So I don't know what that involves. This might be a bit much to work out here. Okay, so this is how we get off. And we, Okay, and what do you do? Alright, nothing special, really. So you just kill the eye. And then we can... And... I guess the idea is that we use... So that we want... Basically, we want to get in here and then have this get opened somehow. Except the stalwart's gonna go... I mean, my thought was to wake up this eye. But... as I was saying, my thought was to wake up this eye. But the problem is it's going to be closer to the stalwart. Oh, and I forgot to wake this one up. I mean, if we could temporarily close that, it would be fine. Oh, I see. He goes over there, but then he gets killed by the Gentry Eye. Oh, I see. He's gonna go over to the ones on the Ormites. So we really just need to put these eyes in such a way. We just need to set things up. We basically just need to set things up so that the stalwart can survive this. And that should do it, I think. And now we can get out. And then we can push these... And then we can push everything around. Actually, I don't see how we can't just do this. As far as I can tell, we can just push this guy. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like much of a puzzle to me. Yeah. Anyway, the other thing that we want to fix is this room, where, well, basically, there's still a break here. Okay, so I think we only need two kegs. And we get far enough away, and the soldier can get out. And here's the break.
Ha!
And yeah, so we could just save the soldier by doing that, and then all we have to do is get some kegs so the stalwart here can kill this eye. Which takes a bunch of kegs, but it's, you know, easy. So it doesn't entirely teach... Or wait, can I just do this? No, he needs to change his sword direction so that he... Yeah, so this part just feels like busy work. And now that he's turned, he can kill that eye, and then we can just Kill this one with a stick. So, yeah, obviously this room can be improved. I think the roach is okay. I feel like this could really be streamlined. Like, I think the best idea with it is that you have to spend kegs and keep a certain number left over, but that number could probably be a lot lower. And, you know, I'm not sure what exactly we're supposed to do. I mean, we can get some kegs in here, but it doesn't really help. Although, since I didn't make this room, I don't know if maybe distracting the water skipper is what you're supposed to do. But it doesn't really involve the kegs at all, if it is. So they're just kind of filler for this part. So, yeah, any thoughts on what could be done with that? Like, I mean, you know, just setting up obstacles for the roach is fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what's supposed to happen here. But this is what you can do. I guess one thing is that this guy could go after that eye, and you might need to prevent that. But that's also easy, because we just need two kegs to block this off. And we can still get those kegs in the water very easily. So I guess my first question is, so the thing I don't know is what you're actually supposed to do about the water skipper. If I knew that, I could try to enforce it, but I don't. And the second thing is just, you know, making this not requires much work. Because you have to get a bunch of kegs in there, but you don't really have to do anything tricky with them. Do we have any thoughts? Actually, I just realized that this part here can be done real trivially. You just get the stalwart here and then push the nest next to him. I'm not sure what the point of this is. Oh, wait, I guess you're supposed to prevent him from trying to go for this eye, but I didn't do anything and that happened. And yeah, because of this, and because of this, you can't set things up here ahead of time. So I am a little confused. I guess what I would do is arrange things so you can set it up ahead of time. So, just get rid of this, and have a green door for the exit. And then I guess this stuff isn't necessary. Actually, we're going to do it this way. And this turns off the arrow. Alright, and then you have to set up the nest so that Stalwart goes for them, but that might be a little trivial, but plus you've got these eyes here, so maybe that still needs some work. But I think this is where I'd start on it. Yeah, I guess I need to look at I guess I need to ask someone what's supposed to happen with the water skipper here, so that we can figure that out. But I think I think we've at least got concepts for these other ones that could get adjusted a little. And I guess I'll see about finishing that up. Didn't really get anything done, but we made progress. 4E? Oh, sure. Yeah, so I don't know if you were around, but I'll just show the unintended solution, or what I suspect is an unintended solution for the water skipper section. Right, so this is yeah, so I'll just show you what I Oh, that wasn't quite it. Okay, so here's how I handle the water skipper. By moving here, the water skipper moves left and the soldier can kill him. And I don't need any kegs or anything for that, just to be able to get there. And I assume that the kegs are supposed to be used for something. Because otherwise they're just here to let the stalwart get to this eye so that he turns and then can kill this. Alright, then what are all these kegs supposed to be for? You happen to know? I see. Then I guess we really are just looking at making this more interesting, maybe? Or just not having as many kegs and you just use them for the roach and for this. Alright then. Thought I'd take a look at it at least. And to summarize what I tried to do, for this one I was trying to arrange something where you would have to pick one of these plates and set things up so the stalwart would turn on it. But I don't really have that. Don't really have that working yet. I might need to set things up differently. So the stalwart still doesn't stay on a plate, but you have to figure out which of these ones you can get him to turn on. And right now, I don't think any of them work, but that's the idea. And then over here, I already made this variant, which was based on Blorx's version, where it's the same idea, but you're only dealing with one eye at a time, and then you wake up other eyes, and as you do, you get more mirrors. It could probably be made, a little trickier maybe, but I think it's a good starting point for a room that isn't just heavy execution difficulty. And for this one, I took out some mechanisms. So the idea is that after you hit this orb... Oh, that should be an open, not a close. Alright. Alright. Alright, so the idea is that, the soldier goes here, then he sets things up around here, and that's the only time that this is accessible. So you need to have the stalwart go to this eye before this one where he gets stuck. And when he does, it sets off this fire trap. So this eye's gone, and he'll just clean up whatever's left. That's the idea I'm looking at. I haven't actually tested it. So, that's where things stand after an hour. I think we got somewhere, but didn't really do a whole lot. But I have some ideas to play around with. And I think I'm going to do that on my own, but I do feel that got some progress. Although I guess this is going to take some more thought. So that's it for now, and I'll try and get some more stuff done before next week. Thank you for watching.